Tonight, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one.
Pause red.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
They'll set up a throw.
Let's go, defense.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Mixon with a first down carry. The numbers for Mixon last week, 10 carries, 72 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Let's go, G. Big Sears
First run now for Kyron Williams. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching them try to take away that area of the field.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 20 carries, 74 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Red, yellow.
All day, every day, any day.
Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
38.
Check, watch 54.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Odell Beckham with an acrobatic catch. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
From the 43, here's second and 9. Here's Murray. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Throwing now is Murray. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. Second and 9. Now Murray. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Murray now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by OBJ. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now back to throw. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. They're going to look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
He'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Lewis. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. A gain of 22.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Shift. 54, right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus Jones picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Being chased out left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready. Here we go, yeah. Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone go forward. Check, 50.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Big stuff.
Back to throw again. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Gardner Minshew, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Joe Burrow, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.